Applause for Gonzalo.
Hello, good evening. I was told to do the presentation in English. I don't know if you are okay with English or should I move into Spanish? Okay with English? Okay. Twyp Cash. What is Twyp Cash? Twyp Cash stands for the capital letters in English of the way you pay. It's important to have it in your mind. You know, this is a new solution, a new service, really pioneered in Spain, and frankly innovative, to withdraw or to obtain money when you make your daily purchases, okay? And you pay with your mobile. So it's really convenient in Spain. Maybe some of you know that this service, which is based on cashback, is a commodity in other countries like the States or in UK. But we are the first to launch this service in Spain, okay? So I would like to show you here. Sorry, because I want to move forward and I have problems with that. Is it on?
No.
Sorry, it was me. Here. Just brief figures of what is ING Direct in Spain. We have more than 3.5 million customers. And if you take this in relation with the payroll accounts, which are the more engaged customers, we are talking about that 1.7 million customers, which represents 5.4 market share. They are really heavy users of our digital channels. We have more than 20 million monthly contacts through our web service, mobile phone, or our tablets. So they are purely digital. Only 2% of these contacts are done through assisted channels, which are the branches or contact center. So they are really digital in comparison with the rest of our competitors. They have higher income in comparison with the average. And this is something that we are really proud of, which is our NPS, which is our Net Promoter Score. This is the comparison between promoters and detractors. And we have to say that we have 44 NPS, which compares with brands like IKEA or Google. So this is what our customers think about us. So going back to the service, yes, here it is. Twyp Cash. Twyp Cash, remember, is an innovative service to withdraw money when you pay in certain merchants with your mobile. So it's an app which is able for Android and iOS. You know that iOS uses Apple Pay. Apple Pay is not yet in Spain, but with this service, you can pay in merchants also with your iPhone. It starts for our engaged customers. And this is important because we are talking about people that has their payroll account, cuenta nómina y cuenta sin nómina. It's important to translate in Spanish. But this is just a starting point. You can withdraw money from 20 to 150 euros, okay, when you pay your purchase. It's important to remark that you have to make a purchase. You cannot have a standalone operation just withdrawing money. So going back to the cashback law, okay? Which are our partners? We have a partner with DIA, which is the main retailer in Spain in points of sale. They have like 5,000 points of sale in Spain, with a huge penetration not only in the urban but also in the small towns. With Galp and Shell Idisa. Idisa has a huge penetration in the Canary Islands. and these were used to be our partners since maybe 5 years ago. How does it work for the customer? You only have to download your app, make the registration process as using your credentials of ING, and that's it. You press the button, you generate a code, and you show it in the cash machine, okay, in the cash point. I will show you the procedure. I have a video, and I don't know, Jesus, if you can put the video on, just to have to show it. So in 1 minute, you can see how it works, okay? Nevertheless, afterwards, we will go through it in all the steps, okay?
El objetivo es mucho más sencillo, porque puedes hacerlo cuando realices tu compra con Twyp Cash. Twyp Cash es una nueva manera de pagar y acceder a tu dinero de forma fácil y sin comisiones. ¿Cómo se utiliza Twyp Cash? Primero descárgate la app y regístrate con tus datos de ING Direct. Ya estarás listo para pagar tu compra y retirar efectivo siguiendo estos 3 pasos. Abre la app y elige la cantidad que deseas retirar. Introduce tu PIN y enséñale al dependiente el código que aparecerá en tu móvil para que lo escanee. Habrás pagado tu compra y podrás llevarte tu dinero. Ahora que ya sabes lo sencillo que es pagar y retirar efectivo con tu móvil, descubre en el buscador de comercios los que están más cerca de ti y ten siempre tu dinero a mano.
Thank you very much. So you see how it works. It's really easy, it's really convenient. All the merchants were really concerned about the time that they will have to spend in the moment of the truth when you have to pay. You have realized how easy it is. Which are our technological partners? We have worked with Ingenico. I don't know if you know them, but they are the main producer of point of sales. And with Winkorn Nixdorf, they've been overtaken by Diebold, so they have renamed to Diebold Nixdorf. So you know that they are really reliable partners, technological partners. Okay. Which are the benefits for the merchants? It's clear that nowadays this is a new service that is really convenient for the customer, for the user. So first of all, increases customer satisfaction. Secondly, it's really innovative in Spain and it's really differential from the competitors. So Dia is the only retailer that has this on their shops. You save money. And we are talking from the merchant perspective. You know that the manage all the cash at the end of the day represents costs. If you are reducing the amount of money that you have to manage, it's also saving money. Of course, new income. ING, behind this structure, there are certain economics. ING is paying to these partners for this service. So you can have, it's not the main purpose, but you can have additional income by servicing common customers. Branding is very important. You know that we have accompanied this new service by a huge advertising campaign, marketing campaign, where we show which are those partners that are giving the service. And I think it has an impact on branding recognition. More traffic. I think that, and this is something that we have to prove, that we can redirect customers to these merchants so they can increase their market share. This is, of course, something that is a desire, but as long as they have convenient services, I think people can go to these merchants. And maybe a new channel of communication. At the end of the day, this is an app where you are going to have a space, you are going to have part of the share of a screen of this new device, of the mobile, and you can communicate with your customers. So these are the possibilities for the merchant. For the customer, new points of withdrawal, new points of access to your own money. We are talking with these partnerships about 3,500 new points of withdrawal and growing. you are not going you don't need your credit or debit card. This is important. You can forget your wallet at home. How many of you are going to leave your mobile at home? So, sorry? Well, okay. You can pay just with your screen, with your mobile. And saves time. Why saves time? Because you can obtain your money and pay your purchase. So 2 actions in one single act. How does it work? Just let me go through the screens. First of all, you have a searcher where you can see this uses geolocation. So they will advise you which are the closest points of sale or the closest merchants where you can pay your purchase plus withdraw money. They will inform you about 2 things, very important. Are they open? Because imagine that you are at night. So you need to know if they are open or not. And secondly, which are the discounts? This is really fancy. When you pay in petrol stations with this, you get a 4% discount in the purchase. 4% discount is really, nowadays, is something that is really competitive. So, and you have to, if you want to do all the process, you have to click on pay and withdraw. You select the money you want to withdraw. You know that also it's important to remark that you can't just pay. If you don't want to withdraw money, you can pay and that's it. But if you want to withdraw, you select the money you want to withdraw. You select your PIN number. You have to introduce your PIN number, 4 digits PIN number, as you do in the debit and credit card experience. And here, you press a button, so appears a code bar that can be scanned or can be dialed in, okay? So when you approach the moment of paying, you say, okay, how do you want to pay? I want to pay with cash. Do you want to pay with debit or credit card? No, I want to pay with Twyp Cash. I'm obtaining my 4% discount. So you will show to the cash person the barcode, and that's it. And after a few seconds, you will obtain like a notification saying which is the split of the amount of the purchase and the amount of the cash. That should coincide with the amount of money that you receive and the ticket, okay? And that's it. It's important to say that these are things that can be done before approaching the moment of paying. You can do in advance, so you are not wasting time. And these are things that are done in this precise moment. So look what easy it is. So I would like to, I don't want to bother you. This is just the architecture. This is important that saying that we are not using the infrastructure based on cards. These are bilateral connection between ING and the merchant. We use these technological partners. We have already made the path, so the investments are quite reduced to communicate each other. So we have to guarantee the merchant that there's enough money, that we recognize the customer, and that it's an okay transaction. So, and the time that passes since to verify that is even shorter than when you do a card payment, a card-based payment. That's what it is. So I would like to have some time from you if you have any question or maybe something that you would like to remark, something that it's important to you. Any question? I will make a question to myself. Sorry. Sorry?
Hello. So the barcode that gets from the phone can in every shop be scanned, or the scanner machine, let's say, have to be some specific or have the software implemented in some way?
Yeah, well, the barcode, you know that there are certain scanners that cannot read a screen. That's why we offer two possibilities, a barcode plus 12 digits code. So, but now our partners are investing in buying a reader, a barcode reader. So there is no mistakes when dialing in all the information. It's at 12 digits or a barcode. And I think that we are moving towards things like that. The barcode is useful for many things. So why does it, sorry.
In the slide when you present the solution, technical solution, not so technical, but the solution, you put the backend also to the third parties? You create a backend, or you are connecting through an API to your partner backends?
We are. I wouldn't like to go very deep in the technical issues, because it's also part of the thing that has to do with it for security reasons. But of course, we are having a connection, an API connection, which is, of course, it's an open API. Not open. It's an API that will distribute the connections, the current connections plus the next that will come. So we have one single port for all of them. And then just we check, the operational side checks if it is okay. So we have to connect, we have to guess or identify the customer, we have to identify the amount of the purchase, we have to identify the amount of the cashback, and of course we need an algorithm to avoid any kind of fraud or replication. Let me not go further in the technical aspects because it's part of the magic of that.
Okay, someone else has a question?
Let me just say that, because you know that why this service has become a reality right now. I would like to just say two reasons why. There are a lot. Of course, it was there, it had to come, but there are two reasons. You know, the strategy of ING has related to people in progress. This means that we are looking forward to helping people on the daily transactions. And I think this is clearly saves time, saves money, is really convenient. And you know that all that has to do with ATMs in Spain has become really confusing. We were used to have 3 schemes for B, Servired, Euros 6,000, so you know how much was going to cost you or where to withdraw. But this has become a mess. So I think this is helping in reducing or contributing to reduce all this confusion. So, and my desire is that we have even more points or more points to where we can withdraw. And of course, all the a lot of brands come with us. With the willing of serving our customers, and as the way we do, taking care of some values, looking forward to helping customers. Okay? Santiago.
Thank you, Gonzalo. Thank you for the presentation. Could you explain the business model behind the Twyp Cash business model?
You mean the economics, or? Well, of course, this is something secret also, but let me explain that. This is a symbiotic relationship. And there are flows that come from ING to our partner and from the partner to ING. Why? Because we want to recognize the effort of serving customers that are from ING, so we pay certain cents that, of course, are even cheaper than the amount we are paying to the ATM owners. That's one thing, and that's the flows that go from ING to our partners. And on the other way around, there are flows that come from our partners to ING, just to offset the amount of interchange fees that are being cannibalized or jeopardized because of the use of this new service. Because these people were used to pay with a debit or credit card which at the end of the day is one income source of the bank. But of course, we are more competitive than the regular discount rates that are applied by the acquirers, because we don't have to pay brands, Visa, MasterCard. We don't have to pay all the processors. So I think it's something in between.
Thank you, Gonzalo. I have a next question. Is does those merchants has to open an account in ING? Is mandatory?
No, the answer is no, not at all. We want to seduce all and every single customers. We don't want to impose anything. So if these customers think that they should rely on ING, they can open an account, but it's not a requisite to be part of that. It's very important that this is, and you know that this is called Twyp Cash. It's not called ING Cash. Why? Because we want this to be very big. We don't want to be the only owner of this idea. This is a service. So we are willing to join other partners to make this bigger. And if other banks are willing to join, let's study that. So that's why we have a separate brand. So let's make it very big. And this starts from you. If you adopt that, if you think that this is really convenient, let's make it bigger.
Okay, someone else has a question. We still have plenty of time. Well, 5 minutes, more or less. Someone else? Yeah. Here we go.
Hi, thank you. This is only compatible with personal accounts. Why can't we use our business accounts with Twyp Cash by now? Or will it be possible sometime?
Okay. This starts for transactional ING accounts, but this is just the starting point. Maybe the second point is going to these saving accounts, okay? Why we haven't started with business accounts? Because to be honest, the purpose of making a purchase in petrol stations or purchase to buy food is not a clear activity that you are doing to allocate a business activity. This is first. Second, under these business accounts, you have a really difficult attorney structure. So we would have to develop something that is in constant movement to allocate the attorneys of certain company that are allowed to pay and withdraw here. So I think at this stage is more the complexity than the benefits that we can obtain. So that's why. So this is just the early stage. But of course, you know how we do things in ING. If we think we are wrong because you say that we are wrong, we would move towards something that we have come up with one MVP to see if it works. And of course, we have to evolve with you.
Okay, thank you. Someone else? No? Okay, so if not, do you have something else to add?
Just to say thank you to all of you for listening to my explanation. I hope you like it, and which is more important, to use it and criticize it to improve. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Gonzalo. Thank you.